is good, you? It's your boy Sam back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about why I believe that nearly everybody should be locking in for this Diamond Michael Jordan in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. And when I say locking in, I'm not saying, lock in the set. I'm saying lock in the MT for him. Now, before I dive any further into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 130,000 subscribers. Here's what I'm talking about. Michael Jordan came out today in the player market, and he was 273,000 MT. He is right about a little under $40 or a little under $50. So he's like basically $50. Let's just go with that. So Michael Jordan, $50. Pretty expensive, but that is in line with what we have seen in past years, and honestly, I don't mind it too much. 2K also did put in this agenda, which I'm going to talk a little bit about, which a lot of people kind of looked at the wrong way. This agenda basically made it so if you got Michael Jordan and grinded this simple challenge out 23 points, you get 50 of your 1,000 MT back. So then you're looking at down to 223,000 MT for the card after you get this back. If you buy Michael Jordan, I recommend you grading him. That's the one thing I would, and I'd recommend you grading him in this 10 card thing with a bunch of golds. Gonna cost you about 12,000 MT. Now, as long as your MJ grades a 9 or above, I wouldn't regrade him. I just live with that grade. So mine graded a 9.25, pretty solid. Right now, I could sell it back for 147,000 MT. Now, when you look at just that, you're probably like, ooh, Ty, that's not very good. You lost a lot of MT on Michael Jordan. Just when you normally buy cards, you lose basically right off the top 40%. Now, again, my MJ, I can get 147 back. So that's basically, if I take that, divided by what he went for, his base price, which is 273,000, I'm looking at 54% of my MT back. Now, the big thing you guys got to realize is I've got to take this plus 50,000 because that's what I got. So I got 50,000 MT back. And after that, you're looking at basically 70% of your MT back. Now, the big thing is you don't have to sell your Michael Jordan yet. You can keep your Michael Jordan around for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, I do believe he is going to start losing his value. At least a lot of cards do. And you might want to sell him before then. But if Michael Jordan can give you 3 weeks worth of the best shooting guard in the game, and after everything, if you grade him, let's just say your grade comes back as the same as mine. If you lose 80,000 MT off the card, you guys got to realize that's not the worst case scenario. Because how many of the best cards in the game have been lock-ins? Time and time again, the best card in the game has been a lock-in. And so finally, we get one of the best, in my opinion, the best shooting guard in the game that you guys can buy and use for 3 weeks and then barely not lose any MT. I'll take that every single day of the week. If we can get that every week, I would buy the player every single time. Honestly, a 9 grade, perfect. That's fine. You're gonna make a lot of your MT back. You grind out the 50,000 MT challenge. You sell him back after 3 weeks. You're not gonna notice that MT gone, and you're gonna have a lot of fun using Michael Jordan. I know a lot of people kind of scoffed at this challenge initially, like, yeah, of course you're gonna give us 50,000 MT back after we spend $40 on the card. But the way you gotta think about it is, look, it's just MT that goes back into your collection. I get it. If you don't have the MT right away for Michael Jordan, let's say you don't have 273,000 MT as it stands right now, then maybe it's not worth you guys spending the money. But if you have the MT sitting in your collection, there is nothing better to do than getting Michael Jordan. I'm going to be honest with you. Would I ever recommend you guys going and locking in any of these sets? No. Don't lock in for Tim Duncan. Don't lock in for Carmelo Anthony. Just buy Michael Jordan, grind that challenge out, grade him, and use Michael Jordan for 2.5, 3 weeks. Have fun with it. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you guys, because Michael Jordan is the best shooting guard in the game. And the way you got to look at it is you're renting him for, let's be honest, renting him for 100,000 MT for 3 weeks. That is not bad at all, in my opinion, because here's how you have to think about it. If you bought MJ today, last year at this time, the card on the auction house would have been 500K plus. Now, in 3 weeks, by the time you went to sell him, he'd be down to like 300,000 MT. So this is the prime example of why I don't necessarily hate the player market in general, because this is not bad. Now, I will say, without the 50,000 MT in the agendas, I'd be way more hesitant with this because it is a pretty steep price. But with that 50,000 that you're going to ultimately get back, grade him and just live with it, guys. Live with it, because this is the first non-lockable card that we've got in at an elite level since AD came out. In newsflash, guys, Anthony Davis came out a very long time ago. Anthony Davis came out on September 22nd. Nearly 1 month ago was the last time we got a card that was worth getting in the player market that wasn't a lock-in. So do it, guys. Just do it. And I'm not trying to sit here and tell you guys, oh, you have to get MJ, because you don't. There are shooting guards like Brandon Roy, like even the Amby Devin Booker that can go out there and compete. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If you're complaining about this Michael Jordan, the best shooting guard in the game, being 273,000 MT, and there being an agenda for 50,000 MT, and after you grading him reselling for 60% of his value, basically 80% of his value, 75% of his value with that agenda, you're doing something wrong. You're missing the whole entire point. That is not bad at all. If I was to go and sell my Michael Jordan right now, I would be foolish, number one, because his price is not going to go down for 3 weeks. So just, if you get him, hold on to him for 3 weeks, grind out everything you're going to want to grind out, play with him, have fun with him, and again, make sure you get that agenda done. Because listen, okay, here's the last thing I will say about this. This MJ points expires in 2 days. I want to leave you with this. If you wait to get Michael Jordan, he is 100% not going to be worth it if you wait. Because look, if you wait past these 2 days, then guess what, guys? Guess what? His price is going to remain the same, and you're just basically going to lose all of that MT value. So that's why I'm saying get him right now. Don't wait. If you wait, it's not going to be worth it. You're basically losing out on 50,000 free MT. Get him, grind that challenge, and then use him for 3 weeks. Have fun with him, grade him before you go to sell him back, and you will be a-okay. You're going to get to use the best shooting guard in the game, basically renting him out. And the way you have to think about it, guys, is you make MT in bunches by just playing the game. You really do. Like, I've been playing salary cap quite a bit today, and you just make so much MT after each and every game. And so the fact of the matter is, if you can run with the best shooting guard in the game for 3 weeks and not lose a lot of MT, that's a perfect situation. But remember, guys, this agenda expires in 2 days. Look, if you're not planning on being on the game for the next 3 weeks, then obviously don't buy Michael Jordan. I'm just saying, I'm so sick and tired of everybody's being like, man, my team's such a pay-to-win game, all this, all that. Man, the way I see it, Michael Jordan is about the least pay-to-win I've seen. He's not behind a lock-in. You don't have to rip packs to get him. You have to spend the amount of MT, and you get a lot of that back after the fact. I just don't see the flaws in it, man. This is my favorite, really solid card we've gotten all year long. He's not behind a lock-in. So he's really easy to get. Plus, there's a challenge right now this weekend in which you can get a lot of that MT back as it stands. That's why I got MJ and did not hesitate. And I'm hoping 2K continues this trend heading into the future of Season 2. Let me know your thoughts on MJ down below in the comments. Is this something that you guys agree with, or are you guys gonna just continue to save your MT? Again, I'm never a fan of locking in sets, anything like that, but if I can get the majority of this MJ back, and it eventually when I decide to sell him, I have no issues with getting the card as it stands. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.